watch me while I sleep. Don't require your belief. Offering silence but no relief. Can you scream without a sound? Like the freeze that's coming down. Barren space where nothing grows. A secret place where no one goes.
Chaos Springs Eternal is a Delta Green actual play. Delta Green by its nature deals with violent themes, disturbing imagery, and horrors beyond our comprehension. Now, if you wouldn't mind comprehending some horrors with us, I think you'll have a good time.
Can you feel me in the fall? Hold me from this epilogue. My hands are frozen in the snow. The eyes of corpses have no glow. Made these chains just for myself. Rambling about my mental health. Demons on this hazy hill. Only my soul is left.
Hello, and welcome back to Chaos Springs Eternal. This is Season 1, City of Woe.
I don't have a good bit for this because what was said before the pod threw my brain out of whack so bad.
Come on, Noah, do a good one. Do a good one.
No.
Do it.
Whoa, I'm dust now.
Noah, you son of... You do it.
Don't have a good one. You fucking...
Do it, Noah.
You threw the brain breaker.
Do it.
Do the roar.
Do the whoa.
Whoa.
Do the whoa.
Do it better than that.
Whoa.
Whoa,
I'm being bullied.
Do the whoa, or your parents aren't getting fed.
Yeah. Do the whoa, or I give you a swirly, son of a bitch.
I thought you were going to say, do the whoa, your parents don't love you. And it was like, I mean, they already divorced. I don't know.
Yeah, and it was your fault.
Yeah, it was your fault. We need to make clear.
Yeah. No, I know this because I used to walk in their room and yell, "Stop fighting," and they yelled harder at me. They united together to yell at me.
Stop fighting while trying to get them to both embrace.
No, that's how it works. Right?
It's not as bad. Not as bad as the time that, like, after my dad's, I think, God, that was technically his third divorce.
Brother.
But anyways, after that one, when he remarried and the stepbrother was there, I was just like, him and I fucking kept playing Bop It, getting closer and closer to... Anyways.
You need to finish that sentence.
Yeah. I'm getting closer and closer to what, Noah?
To my dad and his mom while they were arguing, because they were arguing down in the den, so just them yelling about, like, spousal differences and how both of them were insane in different ways because they have severe neurological issues.
So what you're telling me is those meme videos of the, like, ASMR POV playing Modern Warfare 2 while your parents yell at each other in the other room is not funny to you. It's just a trauma response. That
just felt lore accurate.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, Your Honor, no further questions.
This explains if any therapists out there have anything you want to say to me about it, please.
Speaking of inscrutable games played with people, last time on Chaos Springs Eternal, y'all were at the Stone King's court and having just reacted to the Stone King speaking for, from whatever I can tell, the first time in anyone's living memory, where he asked that you close the Nexus. You guys wound up chatting a little bit more with Sergeant Telfa and Sage Alzara, piecing together some of the histories, how unusual that was. You talked a little bit more about the Orgonite and the demons contained in there, what you might be able to do with it, how you could extract some demons for the orrery and channel them into, an actual missile to launch at the ghouls, not the ghouls, the ghasts. My apologies. You also talked about... What else did you talk? You talked a little bit about sort of what you needed to do next, and they kind of emphasized like, well, we really do need someone to go do these things because everyone who's in here is kind of in here for safety and of their own free will and choice. And so we kind of, they didn't say so much, but they kind of rely on travelers to take care of those things. And so the fact that you guys are travelers means that they were not going to strong arm you into doing it, but you did get the sense that you were their only hope. And after sort of figuring out the logical flow of what might need to be done, you guys decided of your own free will and choice to go to the I'm going to screw it up again. The Shrine of Veiled Paths, also known as the Forgotten Shrine, where Sage Alzara mentioned that if you go there and clear it out of what she assumes, because this probably happened before, are these living statues, then she can perform some of her, sort of esoteric rites that will enhance their ability to scry, including scrying on Clementine as well as scrying on the caravan to figure out where that has gone off to. And you really need the caravan for the Dream Seed crystals, so y'all decided to go. You got a map with some successful navigate roll. You made your way out to this Shrine of Veiled Paths, and finding it already occupied with some living statues that are, I'll be honest, the creepiest things I've ever seen. I mean, like straight out of scary stories to tell in the dark.
Oh my god, it does look like the Crypt Keeper.
Yep.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
These living statues decided to play a game with you, a game in which you rolled 3 dice, in which they didn't explain any of the rules, and you kind of had to piece it together as you went, realizing that rolling doubles just caused you to re-roll, rolling a 1 caused you to lose, and rolling a 6 or you could have actually won with like a 5-4-3. That would have been fine too. But if they got like a 6-5-4, they would beat you. After a few rounds of back and forth and several rounds of having to loop through like an impossibly, just statistically incredibly unlikely amount of doubles.
So you bought that lottery ticket though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How'd that go?
Yeah, not well.
No.
The statue declared that you had found the true path and to walk it well, and then gave you a small stone die as they left. So, and that basically guarantees a 1 in the 10 spot on any roll. Now y'all are in the Shrine of the Forgotten Paths. You can look around a little bit more to see if anything needs to be fixed or repaired, so you can bring back that intelligence to Sage Alzara. But otherwise, you can head back.
Something I wanted to bring up last time was as they were on their way out, Joel would have shouted, "Hey, buddy, I hope that path loops back around because you're forgetting your homie," and points to the pile of dust behind him.
Oh. Yeah, they don't react to that either. Since there had been 4 of them and 3 of you, it was only fair for them to even their numbers out. And kind of the implication that you had gotten was that if you had lost, that you would be turned into one of these statues.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Did Joel come back? So what the fuck was that game? What the fuck? That guy just rolled like 3 dice like 100 times, rolled like 4, and I win? I'm so confused.
He seemed more upset about the game that he chose to play with you.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, we've all been there. Oh, this sounds fun, and then the other guy's just better than you, and then you're like, I'm mad. We've all been there.
And it's the first time he's showing this game to our group in particular, so it's just like extra salt in the wound that it's just like, oh, it's just not working for you, huh, bud?
Yeah. Anyways, let's take a look around, see if there's anything broken or whatever that Alzara wanted us to report back with.
Yeah.
So looking around, you don't notice anything broken. Like none of the windows are broken out. There's no none of the wood is cracked. Obviously, honestly, the biggest disturbance in all of this is a giant pile of dust, sort of close to the stairs at the edge.
It's that one guy, isn't it?
If I go towards the stairs and look down, is it like just a never-ending?
I don't know. The stairs go up to that rostrum, or where people might lecture or perform their obeisances.
Okay.
So the dust, is where the statue was before it got dusted.
Do we have room?
Stepping up and over it, carefully, so I don't get any of the living statue dust on my shoes. Can I go up that rostrum and just check up there and make sure there's nothing obviously missing?
Yeah, you can go up to the rostrum as you. It goes up and then sort of turns at a landing and then goes up again, and you can stand out sort of central, and you look over, the whole shrine, this, sort of small chapel like enclosure, and you look, and there's a like sort of place where you can place a book, and there's a big leather bound book. It's filled with these thick vellum pages. Vellum's thick, right? Or is vellum the thin stuff?
Vellum is thin.
Vellum is thin. What's the thicker stuff?
Like cardstock or
papyrus? But nicer.
Parchment, maybe.
Like parchment. Not brittle. It's not brittle with age, but it's not delicate either.
That kind of like laminate thickness, but like not the same like super smooth texture.
Yeah, it's like a woven kind of, almost like a cloth paper.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe kind of papyrus.
Papyrus, I thought it was a little more rough, but it doesn't matter. Anyways.
But the point is, it's this big book that's filled with inscrutable symbols that as you glance at, you feel like if you glance too long at it, it might be bad for you.
Yeah, definitely not doing that. Imagine I pick it up and just put it back in place and like get the like just something that my eyes like, that's a bad fucking idea. I'll just put it right back where I found it.
Yep. So you guys just see it's really just a big pile of dust.
So, sir, you want to suck that up in there too with the Organite, or you want to leave that one alone?
Can it?
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic. For the love of God, don't try.
No, he should try.
Oh my fucking God.
No, I actually think this would be interesting to see. And also because the thought of throwing a cloud of dust at one of those two demons is very funny to me. Imagine you're just a demon chilling in a prism, and then all of a sudden a cloud of dust just gets thrown at you.
That would be unexpected.
That would be very funny.
Right. Anyways.
Okay, alright. No, I understand.
All right, let's see.
Fuck Marcy. Fuck her.
Do we want to head back on to the city now? Let them know that we got this cleared out?
I mean, no, we gotta deal with the dust.
Fuck.
We'll just sweep it out the door.
Yeah.
With what? My spear?
Our feet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start shuffling the dust over and like slowly but surely just shuffling it over towards the door. And I'm gonna go look for a broom or something broom adjacent while I do this.
You notice that under the stairs there is a door on the side of the stairs as Marcy says that.
Okay.
It's just a fully stocked like modern day broom closet.
Swing
Noah?
it open.
Hey Noah, no joke.
Swiffer wet.
That's basically what my notes say.
Fucking goddamn it!
Swiffer wet jets.
It's got mops, brooms, and dustpans, as well as a rolling trash bin,
Nice.
and a variety of surface cleaners.
Dude, they
in
got a
spray
Roomba
bottles.
in here.
No,
Why
no
didn't they
Roomba.
turn the Roomba on?
They turned the Roomba into one of the stone statues. That was the first thing they did.
That's the one that I got dusted.
The Roomba's like, do you want to play a game?
God, no, please.
Yeah. Also, you guys have no idea how hard it had to be. Like, no jigsaw.
It just got to be really hard with the way those things look.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joel will get out the broom and dustpan and bring it to Marcy, and we'll be like, Cyril, are you ready to mop some stone floors?
Let's do it.
Cleaning montage.
Yeah, you guys can
We're
just do that. I'm
cleaning
not
up.
going to make you like.
Roll for sweeping.
Roll to see how well you sweep.
Oh, what the fuck do you want us to roll?
No,
At 21.
You don't have to roll anything.
Okay.
What do I mark as a success or failure?
Your
I mean,
unarmed combat. Okay, clean it up montage.
Knowledge custodianship.
Right.
All right. So
Even
I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward you back into Inquanok, if that's all right.
How could you? Actually, I did have something I wanted to bring up on probably the journey back to the boys,
Sure
boy and
thing.
girl. And Joel just wants to bring up like, do we really want to go out scouting? Like, I know they're crazy, awful dog people, but like, we're not scouts, we're not soldiers, we shouldn't even be here.
No, but we are. And until we do shit, I don't think it's getting done. Or it'll spiral out of control until it's something that needs to be done. I hate it too, Joel. Don't get me wrong. I think this is dumb.
Cyril, you were in the military. What do you say?
I also don't really want to go on their like pseudo racist scouting mission that they're having us do. But I fear that Mossy may be right, that we kind of need to, unless we can. I mean, why are they? My thing is like, why are they just now having these problems?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is, if they're all volunteers here, they can all volunteer to go back to where they came from. Like,
I do have some weird ecological, like, I'm trying to ascribe sense to something that is, we're literally in the fucking dreamlands, but like, if they've been bottling demons, and it's like a finite resource.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think that they're bottling demons. I think they all were surprised that I had 2 demons, right?
Yeah.
They weren't surprised by the fact that, you know, demons were captured in some things. They were surprised that you did have 2. And the fact that they have this orrery to draw them out suggests that they're familiar with demons being captured in things.
Okay. I mean, we're going to get 200 gold from cleaning the shrine out, right? I mean, I know the other thing is to do the pyre lands. But I mean, when like Joel said, I mean, I used to be a scout. I mean, I can do that kind of thing, but I mean, no offense to the two of you, you two aren't. And I mean, I'm so far removed from the military, it's not even funny. So it's like, what are we going to do with that? And from what I can tell, like they're preventing a gas incursion. I mean, it just seems to me like very much something that they can deal with on their own. And I mean, not all gas are terrible. That's what that one sergeant was trying to make it seem like. I mean, we've met some gas that were fighting gugs, so.
I genuinely believe that those are people that are fleeing something.
My issue is, if it were really that big of a deal, the Stone King would get up and deal with it, right? I mean, if the Nexus is big enough where he talks to us.
It seemed like it took a significant amount of effort. Am I wrong?
I mean, maybe. Yeah. I don't know anymore. Fine, I guess you guys are right.
I mean, what if we ask them, we go back there and we say, listen, we did this, give us our cash. And then we say, listen, we're not going to do all the things. Which of these two do you want us to do? And maybe leave it up to them and let them decide which is the most important out of these. Because apparently they're having fire vampire problems and they're having ghast problems. So which one is more important to them?
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I just make them decide which bed they prefer to lie in. Which issue they would want to deal with. But
either that or we just say, fuck it, and we're going to do the caravan. But then we would have to figure out all that.
Exactly. I'm willing to do it all. It's just, it feels like we're well in over our heads at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess we also fought an ancient Sumerian god. So
we just played dice with statues. Okay, if I'm being real, can we call what that was playing dice with statues?
Yeah, we can, but you're using we real liberally over there.
Yeah.
And,
Joel, you're 100% right.
I didn't see anyone else pick up the dice.
You're 100% right. I did claim not it first.
At any rate, I'm kind of worried that if the Nexus is so important, that's what's causing all these issues for them. Mm-hmm. That whatever it is that we did in the manor started making things down here worse.
Yeah.
So maybe we can convince them that if we hurry things up and able to get back home and close it, the sooner things get better down here.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's just go back and talk to him then. Let's walk montage the way back to the Stone King's palace.
Yeah, it's a quick montage through these strange dreamlands. Again, you see a handful of these markers as you work your way backwards on the map, retracing your steps back through the west gate. As you approach, these Stone King sentinels outside nod at you and ask your names.
I'm Joel. These are my friends.
Marcy?
And your name?
Dixon Butts.
He nods. And he says, and what are you here for? What's your business?
We just went out and cleared out that shrine for Sage Elzara. We're here to collect.
Marcy is actively breaking down.
Like breakdancing?
No, she's just quietly. She is full on turned around,
boy.
quietly laughing to herself.
They nod at your response and they open. They say, come on in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Butts, if you'd like to go in first.
Well, thank you. And he will walk in first.
Holy shit.
All right.
It's important to keep your sense of humor down here, I think.
That's not going to bite us in the ass at all, buddy.
I could give two shits. I needed a laugh. We've been dealing with all kinds of bad shit.
That was good. That was good, Cyril. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. There's more where that came from. We've been playing Delta Green a long time. We got a lot of pseudonyms.
As you head back towards Stone King Palace, traveling just north of the Tower of Knowing and just south of the Twilight Bazaar, you're able to enter without unimpeded. You do see the registrar who flags you as you begin walking in. He says, hey, sorry, are you here to collect a bounty, or you got another inquiry? What's I saw that you had grabbed the flyer for the Shrine of Forgotten Paths, or the Forgotten Shrine of Veil Paths. I don't know. It's got a bunch of names.
Yeah, we have it cleared out.
Okay, all right. Here, if I could just take that flyer back from you, and I will. And he, like, you see him, like, open up a drawer in his desk and count out, a bunch of gold and hand it over to you. And he says, "All right, here you go. This was what do we say? 250 gold." He looks at you.
Sounds about right.
Oh, I think it was 200 gold. He accidentally overpaid you.
250 it is.
So he hands it over to you, and he's like, all right, well, good, because any overages come out of my till, so I just got to make sure I'm keeping these right.
Oh,
yeah, it'd be real awkward if you were a little over or short,
Yeah, they're real hard nosed about it here for whatever reason.
Yeah,
and then he's like,
considering it's all just make believe, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's real, but it's all like,
right.
It's not real. I don't know.
Yeah, you're volunteering to run an economy.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
What the hell do you do back home?
He looks at you and he's like, well, I am the CTO of a company.
That explains so much.
He's
does
like,
this feel good to you?
Yeah, actually. That's why I'm here. It's it's not therapy, but it makes me feel like I'm contributing, and it's like a big secret that I have with a bunch of other people that, get to keep from everyone else.
And
it's like
company?
being in an extremely exclusive club. I'd rather not say what company. I mean, no offense.
Yeah.
I mean, is it big though?
Is it a big
my
company?
uncle's DB Cooper.
He looks at you and he's like,
just if we're just bragging about things right now.
If we're just
I'm
throwing
trying
shit
not
out
to
there.
brag. We have a ticker on the S&P 500. I'll say that.
No.
And so, with ticker on the SP 500 CTO, and you have to do things here that make you feel fulfilled.
This guy touched the flesh wall.
Yeah.
Marcy,
I was in a flesh wall.
One. What stays in Vegas?
You did it too.
I was knee deep in it.
Yeah, you were. I was scared. I was.
Remember, I kept throwing that
terrified.
metal thing around, and y'all was making fun of me. They're like, "Why is he throwing all the metal thing around?"
I was terrified of that.
I'm gonna guess which company you're from. You ready?
I'm not gonna answer.
Well, that's no fun.
Also,
Apple.
That might run into
Tesla.
weird.
It's Tesla.
Sort of
I know it's Tesla.
legal questions on the podcast if we're implicating real people who exist. They're suggesting that they are astrally projecting into the dreamlands every night when they sleep to
Edison.
roleplay as a freaking registrar. So
Yeah.
Macro
Understood.
hard.
Steel Dynamics.
NVIDIA. Michael Kagan. Your name's
Capcom.
Michael Kagan.
he's just like, all right. Well, anyways, you guys can. I mean, if you need to have another petition, you can always petition them again. It's a pretty short wait today, so.
Me Googling who the CTO of McDonald's is.
I just looked up famous CTOs.
You're Chris Kimzinski. It's
No, his one weakness, his real name.
Oh no!
I
He
knew
just
Larry
phases
Ellison was
us.
familiar.
He said, "You found my true name." No.
Now you may summon me.
Anytime you need my help, I will be there.
but not in the real world.
I don't know what I don't know what a CTO really does, but if you ever need one, you got one now on
It's
Becky's
there.
Hall.
We don't know what they do
So
either.
true.
No, they do They do CTO things, right?
They make
Chief
CT.
Technical
They
Officer.
make
Yeah.
CTE eggs.
If you need eggs, but only CT.
They are the
I got
makers
you.
of CTE eggs.
Anyways, well, fellas, I mean, do we want to petition them now, or do we just want to go ahead and just do the?
Let's go do it now. We're here.
How long were we gone for? I mean, I know time's weird here, but
it was probably like an hour out, hour back, and the
Okay.
whole encounter took maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes.
including the cleaning.
Maybe add 5 minutes for the cleaning. It was a
Yeah,
lot
we-
of dust, but you guys found big brooms.
We-
So
Crush
We
it.
did a real shit job.
No, we're just
it was
The
it was a
dust
rush
kept getting-
job.
It was a real job.
as custodians
I kicked it
this
around
side
too
of the
much.
nexus.
All right. Well, let's get our money. I mean, he gave us our money, right? $250.
Dangle the.
Nice. And let's. I guess we can go ask the registrars what they want us to do next.
Well, the registrars who paid us, I think what you meant was the council.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever their names are. The sages.
Yeah, I mean, let's give it a shot.
Let's do it.
Okay. Approaching Sage Alzara, she smiles warmly and she says, "Oh well, how did cleaning everything go? Was there any trouble?"
Motherfucker rolled 3 sets of dice like 100 times. I rolled them 4 times, and then they fucked off. And they left a pile of dust from one of their boys that collapsed. We had to clean that shit up.
Oh, so there were living statues there. Yes, they every once in a while just get in there, and it is kind of a pain to get them out. So you played their game. Yeah, sometimes you can get them to play your own game if you have some sort of game, or I don't know. They're not intelligent from what I can tell. That's one of the things that I've tried to figure out is where they come from. If they come from our side and they're manifestations of something, or if they are just sort of, native to the Dreamlands. It's I don't know. Anyways, thank you for taking care of that. Now I can get over. Oh, go. Yes.
It was terrifying to see how quickly they were like, oh, we're at an uneven amount of players for this game, and they just dusted a guy. Like they
Yeah.
had one more, and they just disintegrated him, reduced him to dust.
So they don't seem to have any sense of like
Morality.
self-preservation.
Yeah.
I mean, they are fair.
have their
They
rules.
follow the rules,
Yeah.
but their rules are sometimes inscrutable. And so, yeah, I guess they thought usually they just do like a one-on-one thing, but they always want like even numbers. And so it was good that they had more of them than you. It would be, I don't know what they would what would happen if there were more of you than them.
Oh God,
but,
nightmare.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, they gave us one of the dice. It's all cleaned out. We cleaned it up. Should be good. We actually have a question for you guys. And I know it's going to be a deliberation between a lot of you. Between us scouting out the ghasts and dealing with the pyre, which do you guys want to do least?
Sage Alzara looks at you and she's like, well, I don't think the ghast needs to be scouted. And Sergeant Telfa is like, well, the pyrolands is unnecessary at this point. We can defend against the fire vampires.
This is exactly what I thought was going to happen when we asked this question. Understood. Tell
you what if we flip a coin for it?
That sounds...
We could just coin flip.
No.
What if we...
Sage Alzara is like, no, I would not like to leave the potential fate of Inquanok up to a coin flip.
And I don't like the idea of either dealing with vampires or an army of man-eaters to a coin flip either. I'd rather just choose.
Yeah.
Cyril, Marcy, which do you hate the least?
Ghasts.
Be honest.
I hate the pyrolands the least.
What?
I mean, the Stone King, that's straight from the Stone King. And I want to keep that motherfucker happy.
You hear him say, hell yeah, brother.
He keeps talking. He only talks to me in weird tones.
Sage Alzara says, if I could make my case for the pyrolands, it is an item that we've had for some time, and that we have not really understood its purpose or use. And so this, after some study and direction, again, from the sort of mental communications of the Stone King, and his influence, we've gotten this sort of, we've had fire vampire attacks. Here's the thing. We've had fire vampire attacks on the people. Now you can head indoors, you can buy certain emblems to ward them off, but those aren't necessarily guarantees. They do hurt people, and it causes pain and suffering right now. This is a real threat that we're facing right now. And so I would like to pursue the pyrolands because I feel like if we can solve a threat that actually exists currently for our people in Inquanok, that is more useful than potentially looking at a threat that may or may not happen to the citizens of Inquanok. That has never happened before in living memory, and that honestly doesn't seem likely, and also might involve eliminating a potential barrier between us and the Gugs, because that is what the Ghasts do, is they fight the Gugs. And Sergeant Telf is like, well, if I could make my argument, I would say that the fire vampires, while a nuisance, are not necessarily the greatest danger. If we're looking from simple practicality, the greatest danger is the possibility of a large, unprecedented Ghast army assaulting Inquanok. Now, of course, they've not attacked before, but they've not had a reason to. They've not had any sort of common enemy to that they would need to assault Inquanok, and I believe that with the rumors of the recent Gug, the Gug of Wrath, as it's called, that potentially this has united some of the Ghast clans, and that we might be facing not just a smattering of Ghast clans, but potentially the largest group of Ghasts that might seek to use Inquanok as their own home base to protect themselves from this Gug. Early reports from the Brave Scouts that I've been able to send out have suggested that whatever Ghasts have gone up against this Gug have been unsuccessful. And so it seems likely that these Ghasts are extra motivated to join up. And so while, yes, maybe the Gug is a threat, the Gug is a threat only after the Ghasts are. And so if we can deal with the immediate threat, then we can handle the Ghasts ex post facto, or we can handle the Gug ex post facto.
So you want us to deal with the immediate threat?
Yes.
Cool. And I'm pretty sure Sage Alzara just told us it has the vampire
vampires have been an immediate threat.
They're a threat, sure, but more nuisance than threat. We've had fire vampires for a long time, and they don't even have evidence that the use of the pyre lens would provide any sort of protection against these fire vampires.
All right. Joel will look back to Cyril and Marcy. This is the kind of exactly how I expect this to go.
Right. How about we do none of the above?
Oh. And just go straight to the wagon? Try and find the caravan?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be our best bet to get, right, we need those dream seed crystals, correct?
Yes, yeah.
We need those.
Caravan.
And they're wondering where those are at, so they need that. And that will help us get to Clementine. Why don't we try to figure something out there, since these two can't make up their mind as to which one's more important?
That's, again, we don't have a location, so we would need to do some scrying, and I need to go perform my rites and rituals at the shrine now that it's been cleared out. So it'll take some time for me to get out there and then get back and inform the sages. I can do that pretty quickly, but it'll take a little bit for that all to happen. We can say that we've been trying to scry on your sister, Joel Clementine, and we have received no positive reaction. Now, that's not uncommon, again, with this rite or ritual that we can get, sort of enhanced look, and so we might have better luck after. We would also be able to scry on the caravan and figure out where it may be. But I would need to go do that first. But while I'm out there, you could begin the investigation of the pyre lens. You could go, get at least a overview. You don't have to pursue it any further than just the overview. Maybe you see where it was and figure out what happened right away. It's a lower cost one. You don't have to scout out and risk anything, risk potentially being spotted by gas and having to fight or flee.
And for me, Dan, what was it that they wanted us to do at the Pyre Lands? It was just go there and...
the Pyre Lens.
Pyre Lens.
They wanted you to find it. It has gone missing.
Okay. I mean, maybe that's not the worst idea. I mean, we should probably also gear up a little bit, get some food and sleeping bags or whatever if we're going to be out and about for a while. Yeah, I think maybe that's just what we do, is we go out, get some supplies to be out outside the walls for a day or two if we need be, and while we have the time, we can just ask around town.
Okay. What sort of supplies are you wanting? You got 250 gold, and I don't have like an item list, obviously. Just tell me what sort of things that you guys are looking for, and we'll figure out, roughly what we can afford.
Bags, bedrolls, a couple days worth of rations are the first things that come to mind.
Okay.
Just like basic supplies is what Joel immediately goes to.
Yeah, so that'll probably run you like maybe 50 gold total for that.
Okay. We got 200 laying around. What do you guys think?
100% on like just basic traveling supplies. Some tools would be nice for like just climbing, maybe.
Like rope?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, rope and
pythons.
maybe some binoculars.
What?
Maybe not the worst, especially if we got to deal with if we do end up going towards the ghast.
Right. Night vision goggles.
Or whoa. Now you're getting a little crazy with it. Dear Lord,
Yeah.
man.
Nods might be a little harder to find.
No, we're going to find those, and that's what we're going to spend all our money on.
Those are $40,000 IRL.
Yeah.
So they should be cheaper in the Dreamlands.
God, you're so right.
Where's that CTO at? Let's shake that motherfucker down for some money.
Yeah. You got nickels in your pockets, don't you?
No, you got it.
Pick him up by his ankles, shake him. Gold bullion coming out of his pocket.
Right, just tons of money, just like he's
My dollars.
Are those half dollars? Dear Lord, man.
My hay pennies.
Hey, pennies.
These state coins are going to be worth something one day. I swear it.
I had the thought that Inquanok is kind of a mixture of LARPing and historical reenactment type stuff.
Yeah.
Like a historical farm where everyone's like, they don't break character. But then there's varying degrees of commitment within Inquanok to those things. And then also you are in a place where tangibly like outer gods exist and, these horrific monsters exist. So it is it's such a weird confluence of all these things that I really love the idea of just like normal people who, are pretending to be these sort of merchants, or, just like a librarian. It's like, what, is that your day job too? Or is this just something that you do when you astrally project into the dreamlands? And for some, you never know.
Cyril, we could always go back to your buddy that you sold the tooth to.
We could do that, yeah.
See if he immediately has any idea, or gives us a good idea on what else we should grab. Also, maybe we can ask the people around town what they feel about the ghast.
Yeah, that's good.
Being right at their doorstep.
That's a really good call.
Because, they say about politicians and all that. They're not exactly the most in touch with the people.
No.
I thought they had their finger on the pulse.
I know. That's why we elected them, so they would not be separate from us.
Yeah, that's what happens when you elect someone, is that they perfectly represent your interests.
Right. Yeah, exclusively my own. No one else's.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes.
That is... I think that's in the Constitution. So
it is constitutional.
They have to do that.
Actually, it says right there in the Constitution, they owe me $20.
It's the 12th Amendment.
And
hang on.
They've not.
We're shooting low. They owe me. I think they said $5,000 checks. That's what they owe me.
That's what they owe
I'm
me.
I will approach Elon personally.
That was $20 in 1776.
That's true. Huh?
Pulls out abacus, makes a bunch of clacking noises. $5 trillion.
Tree fitty.
Yeah.
Approaches Elon personally. I just realized what you said. Anyways, I
like that we're gonna burn. We're gonna let Yosemite burn to the ground for $5,000.
So you guys want to? I mean, in the Twilight Bazaar, you can find all of these things, and you might have to go to a couple different stands to get them, but it's not too hard. There's Dreamlands REI kind of, but it's just a guy named Ray, spelled REI.
Hi.
Nice.
Hello, my friends. How are you?
Oh, I was not prepared for this
Oh, I was not prepared for that.
Oh, you got a Dreamlands escapade going. Well, I have some of the best hiking gear that you can find. And he pulls out tents and all that sort of stuff. He gets you outfitted again. It's around 50 gold. If you want the climbing ropes and some of the more advanced stuff, that's probably going to be another 25. And he says, "Now these binoculars, these are quite good.
3,000 gold.
Oh, those look so spectacular, Ray.
Oh, thank you. Are you also from my homeland of where I'm from?"
Marcy's face scrunches up as soon as that voice comes out of Cyril.
I thought we were doing funny accents.
No, this is just how I speak.
Everyone I've talked to in this caravan area, this place, has been doing funny accents.
Well, this is a place where you can pretend. It's have fun. I'm falling back into the Middle Eastern thing when I'm trying not to.
I have also sort of drifted over to Russian slightly.
I love that it started with two mix talking, and now it's like reverted into two very different things.
Nice. I would like to take those binoculars. Should you have them?
Fucking Borat.
My wife.
Very nice.
Very nice.
This guy also has seen
King of the castle. King of the castle.
I have binoculars he cannot afford.
Oh, why you take my binoculars?
Yeah, he's like, you're such a good customer. Of course, I will pass along these binoculars.
I would like those binoculars, not.
Very good reference, my friend. Yes, another 5 gold. So that brings you to 80 gold total.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. And y'all walk out of Ray's completely equipped for all that sort of stuff. Is there anything else?
I liked Ray.
I wanted to ask him while we were in there.
Oh yes, my friend.
Oh no.
I forgot who we were talking to for a second.
Do an accent, Joel.
Why?
We were looking at the job boards, and we noticed there's a scouting mission for the Ghast outside of the city walls. We were just wanted to ask some of the people who live in town, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about them being so close to your home? Like, are you afraid? Does it matter to you really that much at all?
He says,
how you feeling about it?
That are guests outside of the town? I've not seen them around. I've not seen a guest in quite some time, ever since I came to Inquanok.
When did you come to Inquanok?
Oh, probably. Time passes weird. I want to say 5 years.
Oh my god!
I thought you were going to say, like, really quickly, really recently. 5 years.
You think I could build up all this inventory in less than 5 years? I mean, I am a good trader, but not that good.
I'm not saying they're like right on the other side of the walls or anything, but they're close enough that the sergeant is a little worried about them. I was just...
Oh, the Stone King Sentinels. Those guys have sticks up their asses. I don't bother with them.
I like this man. Excellent. Thank you. How you feeling about those the fire vampires that have been going around then? Have they been causing a lot of problems for you guys?
I'm against them. I don't like them at all. They're the worst. They singe you quite well.
Understood. So it sounds like, fellas, I think this might be the route we're going.
He lifts up his shirt and he's like, I got a little bite from one just the other week. And,
oh my lord! Put that away.
It's like
there's children here.
A big like white scar that like veins out and branches. Like, have you ever seen someone hit by lightning?
Oh yeah.
It kind of looks like that.
Oh my god.
Hurts like the dickens it does. I think I'm starting to find this accent. Hang on, let me keep talking.
Yeah, you're getting there.
you're almost there.
Oh god.
I'm falling into a bit of a groove.
I really appreciate you doing this. We need to know.
I have a feeling if I talk with you more, then my accent will revert, so you don't talk anymore.
It is not my intention to distract.
Mr. Butt, please refrain. Please.
Yes, Dixon Butt is the name.
God. Dixon Butts, that's a very funny name. Nope, that was bad.
I'd take that out.
It's just going full Borat. It's just going full Borat.
I'm gonna
never go full Borat.
Gonna cut that one out.
Anyways,
just the whole Dixon Butts exchange. Anyways,
also, so you have a large stock. You probably get a lot of stuff coming.
That's
through.
what she said.
Shut the fuck up.
You can't look, but
I can't.
You can't see, but me and Joel both like slowly, like the eyes gloss over at that. Anyways, we're looking for a fire lens or pyre lens. Sorry. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know what that looks like. you have any idea what that might look like, or have you heard anything about them?
Oh, the Pyrelands. I think that is something from the Sages College from the Tower of Knowing. They keep a bunch of artifacts and different things up at the top of the tower. Sounds like one of those things might be up there. You'd have to ask the Sages.
And correct me if I'm wrong. The Sages told us it's gone, missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate your time. Thank you for the deal. And we'll be sure to come back if we need any other kind of supplies.
Please do return. I'd love to have you as customers again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nailed that, guys. That was it.
That
I
was
need to
it.
go re-record everything.
I think
Perfect
Joel closes the door,
Yeah.
and as soon as it latches, he goes, "So that was Mike Myers you're dealing with, right?"
100%.
Yes.
Or that guy who did international. What it would give me a minute. I need to. The turtle guy.
Dana Carvey.
Yeah, Dana Carvey. Mark.
Yeah.
Thank you, Master of Disguise.
Master of Disguise.
I'm feeling Shrek on this one. I feel that was definitely Mike Myers. Anyways,
He slips off his mask, and you see that it was, in fact, Martin Short.
Oh,
bitch! I'll fucking kill him. Give me every.
I can smell the short.
No. God. All right.
He has very good accent, yes?
Stop that.
Yeah, sure,
Stop
buddy.
that
Whatever.
right now.
I-
Don't do that.
Why?
Don't.
This is fun for me.
I have a very important question, so if you can answer it in that voice,
All right.
that's fine. But
What to question?
how are we going to find this Pyrelands?
We're not.
How?
We're just not.
I love the resignation.
Wow.
All right, let's try it again, but this time with a little more optimism and
Okay.
our step.
You say it again.
How are we going to find this Pyrelands?
We're not.
We're not.
God damn it, Marcy.
We're gonna find it. We're not.
What? Hold on. Why don't we go back to the Pearl and Dagger real quick? We'll just get a bite to eat, get some lunch,
Okay.
think about it, right? And while we're there, I can maybe see if, maybe I can do a little scry. Maybe I can find something. I mean,
Have you scried since
there's
you saw
no way
the
that
hell?
I'm better than the sages, but like maybe I just can find an avenue they're not looking at. Just
Right.
different minds looking at a puzzle in a different way. I don't know.
I mean, I will say this, that I'm more excited to try to find stuff out about your sister than I am about fire vampires.
I mean, I am too, but like, if it keeps coming this way, like I feel like we're gonna be here for a minute.
Have
And
you
I don't know
scried?
about you, but Fat Bastard over there had a crazy scar.
Yeah.
And I don't want that anywhere on me because it looked like it hurt. Like a lot.
Well, true. I mean, it did look like it hurt, but
And in the
what are
meantime, we still need to figure
what
out
are
a
the
way.
chances?
We need to find the caravan, right? It's gonna take a little bit of time anyways.
Caravan equals crystals equals maps equals
Yes.
going to the Isle of Sighs equals going back home to shut the Nexus.
Correct. So maybe while I'm in there, right? So the Sage Alzara said she was going out to take a look, and also the other one, Bonaventure, Bonaventure.
Mhm.
She said that she had him looking as well. In the meantime, while they're looking, before we get anything back, I can take a look for it and maybe the lens. Two for might as well. We're going to be sitting around for at least another hour.
Mhm.
Marcy,
I mean, that sounds like a good plan, Joel.
yeah, let's just go grab some grub, and I'll see what I can do. How's that sound?
I have a serious concern.
Hit me with
Have
it.
you scried since the last time we were there?
No.
The last place you scried was hell.
Yes. No. I did one with the cuckoo clock into the Riverbend Blues Lounge.
Oh my god, that's right. Okay. I was just worried that the last place you scried was Hell, Joel.
No.
And now that we're in another hell field,
I think the last
sorts.
place he scried was seeing police chief.
Yeah.
That was actually the last
also
time,
not good. Also not good.
Yeah, so like
Gotcha.
You know, I'm either gonna feel my nails rip out of their sockets slowly and surely, or I'm gonna see some self-cest.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he was fucking himself or whatever.
Oh, yes.
Blues round, yeah. So either way, it sounds like I'm gonna hate it, but we need to figure it out.
We do. Let's let Joel scry, and we'll go from there.
Let's do it at the Pearl and Dagger, where it's relatively quiet.
Is there a way we can pull you out if you immediately make a face that is like very much like get me the fuck out of here?
I don't know.
Or is it a you have to terminate the connection?
I imagine from what little reading I have from the one book, it seems very much on my end.
That's rough, buddy.
Well, if all else fails, I'll jam the orgonite in your neck and we'll see what happens.
Oh my fucking God, Cyril, please put that away. There's children here.
Actually, you notice that there aren't that many children around. I would say that maybe that's one thing I haven't emphasized about Inquanok is it's mostly men, a handful of women. It's like probably 75-25 men to women, and there are almost no children.
Weird. That is a weird ratio, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've gotten some indication of why that might be.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways. Pearl and Dagger. Batman transition.
All right, we're at the Pearl and Dagger. Pearl and Dagger welcome you in. They are setting the lunch place. They bring by bowls of stew with pearled barley and beef. And
I get it.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I like saying the word pearl, apparently. So they bring that by. You know, you can eat some lunch, and then are you going to scry in the general room, or are you going back up to your room?
I was planning on going up to the room.
Okay, that's probably. I figured you probably would. I just didn't know.
Yeah. Hey, Pearl, do you mind? Dagger, real quick. I'm just gonna look into the ether real quick. You mind just looking after my body? Yeah, I didn't think so. Thanks. Just eyes rolled to the back of his head. I'll give you an extra tip.
So heading to the room for some peace and quiet.
It's like advanced Karen technique. Your server's trying to get you to order dinner, but you're scrying at the table.
Just bring a crystal ball and just like stare into it as they're like, "Sir, do you need to check?" You're like, "Dine and dash."
The spirits tell me to dine and dash. Picks a bolt, just runs away.
I was just thinking that, like, they lift up your eyelid and, like, the Magic 8 Ball, like, the little die spins around and says, "I don't think so."
Anyway, okay.
Yeah, I will
in your room.
Go up to the room, and I will sit down on the edge of the bed, and in an attempt to kind of get into that meditative state, Joel will, with the guitar just kind of like in his lap, just pluck like one very specific chord, like, and just wait for the reverberation to just kind of end. And then when it stops, go again.
Yeah. Okay, so this is like, what is this, the 6th time that you've scried?
It's been a few times, something like that.
I'm going to say 6. So I'm going to make a quick roll. Okay. And I need you to make a POW roll.
I can sure attempt that. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Oof.
Yeah, 89 over 70, yeah.
Which is a failure by
It's a big fat
19
failure.
points. I don't know if you want to spend that luck.
I ain't got that much luck, dog.
The other thing is, and I know this is a Call of Cthulhu roll, you could push the roll. but you need to describe what you're doing. That would push the roll. And you need to, I need to probably explicate that there will be consequences for a failed push.
That is very true. I think the stakes are high enough where I need to do that. And I think Joel, in that attempt to, like, you know, get into that meditative state through sound, realizes that he's a little too distracted with it, and will put it away, and will just find literally anything reflective enough to, like, stare into, like he was doing. So, like, I kind of picture him, like, scrambling and then just finding, like just unloading one of the rounds in his gun and just, like, staring into the brass case.
Okay.
And just, like, looking not at, but through himself with that.
All right. Go ahead and make that roll.
Ooh, I'm sorry. I almost clicked the wrong thing. 1 second. I will spend the 2 luck for that.
You can't spend luck.
Oh, no, you
can't
on push luck. That's right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
So as you're staring into this, through this casing, there's a moment where you reach that timelessness where you are no longer aware of, I mean, you feel your body, you know, sitting on the bed, but there's a moment where the line between your body and the bed begins to erase, and you are feeling sort of that etheric expansion like you have before when scrying, and you feel as if you're pinging onto some signal, something that is Clementine. There's a moment where it's just a faint recognition of, like, her energy, her vibe, literally. And you think that you're about to lock into it, but as soon as you feel that, it's gone. And instead, as if in your mind's eye, staring back at you, there's a man, the face of a man. He's got a long, drawn, dark face with a sharp goatee, sharp and thin around his mouth and lips, and he's got his eyes closed. And as you stare at him in this moment, he opens his eyes, and you realize that he has these goat eyes that are, like, split in the middle, and he sees you and smiles, and then you break out of this, and you collapse and fall on the floor in a sweaty pile. And Marcy and Cyril see this happen as you breathe raspily and hear a faint laughter in the back of your mind.
Joel?
And that's where we're going to end for this week.
Joel?
Listen, fellas, I've been too good for too long. I had to fail somewhere.
That was fun. Good. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next week.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to Chaos Springs Eternal, a Delta Green podcast. Shout out to Arc Dream Publishing, who makes Delta Green. They've got lots of great content coming out. Shout out to Ponzer Kings for Cocytus, that's our theme song. And shout out to Hideous Hiss for our background music. Make sure you check our show notes. I've linked Hideous Hiss Patreon. If you'd like to contribute to Chaos Springs Eternal, you can rate and review us on iTunes or your podcast platform of choice. Leave us a 5-star review. Send us an email. We've got an email in the show notes, and with an NPC idea, and we'll toss them into our homebrewed campaign.
Sausage Fest.